Need a contact form for your WordPress website? Plugins like WPForms or Contact Form 7 are popular options, but they come with potential headaches, security risks, site slowdowns, and potentially a steep learning curve for something so simple. There is a better way. In this video, I'll show you how I created my contact form using Jotform, a straightforward, flexible, free tool that doesn't add extra weight to your site. So let's get started. First, I want you to take a look at my existing Jotform contact form on my website. It has the basic information, name, email, and then I have some specific information that helps me determine whether or not this is not a spam bot, but an actual person. And I also have some specific questions around what type of services a person might require and other things like that. And then I also have a subscribe me to the SMS newsletter option and a math challenge again to keep out those pesky spam bots. The interesting thing here with Jotform is the flexibility, right? So one of the things I did with my form here is if a person selects email marketing consulting, they get additional questions, required questions that a person needs to fill out. So I haven't set up the other two here, but for this demo, I'm going to show you how I did this type of thing with the speaking opportunity option here. Because see here, there's nothing here. So if a person selects out of that, those two email marketing consulting questions go away. On the back end of my contact page in WordPress, it's just a simple one line of code, and that's it. And there's no extra plugins, nothing like that necessary. So let's get over to Jotform and see how to make all this work. So I've logged into my Jotform account. Here is the SMS blog contact form as you saw it on the website. And then you'll see here these two grayed out questions are hidden on the form unless email marketing consulting is selected. I want to do the same thing to show you how it's done with this speaking opportunity. So how do we do this? Well, the first two things that we're going to need in this case for this demo is a couple of questions that we need to add. So when a person does select speaking opportunity, they'll see those two questions. So on the left-hand side here, you will see basic elements for our form. So we want to drag over two short text options here, which is 1 and then 2. It doesn't matter the order in which you put them. They'll only be visible if someone selects speaking opportunity. The first question is going to be for audience type. So we'll add that in there. And the second question is going to be topic, right? And if we just click and drag these two questions, we have options up here that will select them as required. And then we'll also select them to be hidden. Now, how do we get them visible? Well, under our form, we have something called settings. So if we go to form settings and then we click on conditions, you'll see here that I already have a condition that will show two questions if a person selects email marketing. So we're going to add a similar condition, click on add a condition, show hide field. So what we're going to do here, well, we have to select the question. So the first question is what services do you require and the state is equal to, and the option that a person selects is speaking opportunity. Then we're going to be showing multiple fields, and those two fields are the ones we just created, audience type and topic, and click save. How easy was that, right? And now we have this built-in conditional logic that if someone selects speaking opportunity, they'll be shown those two questions. What else do we have going on in my form? Well, under the emails tab, I've got a notification that if anyone fills out this form, I receive an email with the information in the form. I also have a autoresponder going back to the person who filled out the form. I think that's a good thing to do, but it's optional. You don't have to. And then under the thank you page, what do we show after someone submits this contact us form? Well, when you start out, you show a thank you page after submission, and it could look something generic like this. You could add in fields that say, thank you, John Smith for filling out our form. We'll be in touch as soon as possible. You could add things like that, or you could redirect it to a website, and I opted to redirect it. It goes back to a generic contact, thanks for contacting us page on my website. And the other component is the integration with MailChimp. You see here that it is green check mark, which means it's integrated. So if anyone fills out this form and selects SMS newsletter, please add me. They will be added to my MailChimp audience. So if we go over to publish, how do we get that JavaScript code here to show my form on any page, any post, any widget, anywhere on your website? Doesn't even have to be WordPress. Go to the embed option here. Now you have several options here. There's one here called WordPress. I don't recommend it because it's going to put embed code in there, and that looks kind of funky every time I do it. Maybe it's the theme I'm using, I'm not sure, but this embed option doesn't really work very well. I would recommend that you stick with the JavaScript option, that the first option you have here, and it's the easiest to do. This channel is all about being easy. So all you need to do is click on copy code. When you click on copy code, go over to your WordPress page or post or widget, wherever it is. Look for something called custom HTML. That's the block. If you're going to put it in a page or a widget or even a post, it's custom HTML, and just click on add block. I have it here because I use it so often, but if you don't see custom HTML, just type in custom and you'll see it pop up right here. Just click on custom HTML and then you paste in your code and click save at the top right, and you are, or publish if you're creating a new contact us page. I'll just delete that for now because I already have it here. And then we're going to fill out our contact form. We can click on view page up here, opens up a new tab. And because this is not using caching or anything like that, it's going to give you a live version of your form because it's pulling in from Jotform. So if we scroll down here and we click on speaking opportunity now, we're going to get those 2 extra questions. There we go. Audience type and topic. If I click on email marketing consulting, I get these 2 questions. So you can see that with Jotform, you can start with the basics and add in more features, more flexibility, more integrations that you might not necessarily get with a WordPress plugin. If you have any questions on the process that I shared today, that show hide feature or the conditional logic feature, or any questions that you might have with Jotform, post them in the comments below. Happy to help anywhere I can. If you're looking to get started with Jotform, I do have the link in the description. Yes, it is an affiliate link, but it doesn't cost you anything, and I might get a couple of pennies. We'll see. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.